Oh, hey, Pat.
Toyota, let's go places.
Why is the thin crust of Little Caesars Thin Crust Pizza hiding under all that cheese and pepperoni? It's shy. Hello, Little Crust. Got a Little Caesars large thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza, pizza.
Cracked windshield. Take one.
You say I got a crack in my windshield.
Lisa, maybe less heartbroken. Geico lets you file a claim online, over the phone, or with their app.
That makes me want to say, stay.
Are you crying?
There's pollen.
Geico, great service without all the drama.
What happened? My stream just started, well, I think it was because I left my computer on all day, and that's not good for the computer, so then when I just, started the stream, it was already at, like, a high it was using, like, a high amount of energy, so then I just, eventually it was just too much for it to take, and then, like, my camera froze, so then I had to just restart it.
That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
The science of shine. Lightning fast with ultra-durable, super hydrophobic results. Mother's CMX line of carpet products. The advanced science of shine.
This copyrighted telecast cannot be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
We all know this. In any race, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And now we're getting down to that stage in Dover where the sense of urgency is on high. We're going to get restarted with 56 laps to go, and the front row belongs to Junior Motorsports. Josh Berry, Justin Allgaier, and oh, by the way, three of the guys in the
Also, when did you get the M&M shirt? When did you get a M&M shirt? I did. I have an M&M shirt. I didn't even know I had an M&M shirt. You're right. When did I get an M&M shirt? I mean, I know I have Kyle Busch shirts that have the M&M's car on them. Send me a picture of this shirt. Is it like a red shirt? Is it like a red shirt with just one M&M on it? I feel like I kind of remember that. Ty Gibbs, what are you doing, bro?
He took the lead back and wanted to take control of this race. And that was a battle for second as Austin Cindric gets underneath Josh Berry. Josh Berry's going to clear. Oh boy, this is going to be really hard to get back for Josh Berry.
Yeah, I remember that now. I don't know where it is. It's definitely too small.
What did we say prior to the green flag today? Only two drivers had multiple victories this year. Both went to the championship for last season. Justin Allgaier, Austin Cindric, and here they are 1-2 with just over 50 remaining. And here's a mess: Ty Gibbs, Noah Gragson, Harrison Burton, and others. You could definitely say that's a mess of cars. Everybody's elbows out right now, racing hard. Harrison Burton's being patient behind Gragson. Gregson's still just trying to get to the inside. Side draft Gibbs down the back straightaway. Let's see what happens down into 3. Still there. Still there. Yep. He's not going to be able to clear him up 4. Now he's stuck again. He loses his momentum, and he's got to fall back in line. Yeah, those guys are battling. Now Cindric, he's trying to go after Allgaier and see if he can't take over control of this race. I wonder what kind of an adjustment Brian Wilson made on that thing on the last pit stop, Brad. This is as good as that 22 has been today. Hands down. And you know what? Sometimes you just get a reset. New tires. Oh, look at this run. He's going to get off the turn 4. We get to the inside here. Cindric has not led today inside of Allgaier, who's led the most laps. turn 2.
These boys are throwing it down hard. Oh, Allgaier kind of checked up. Maybe he's looking for a crossover.
He did. He let him in. I think you're exactly right. I think he was trying to go crossover, but Austin got it to stick.
Did you just see
tire smoke on the 7?
I think I just saw tire smoke on the 7. This is off of turn 2, and these boys are taking inches, and there you go.
Among Us.
Gotta have a tire
Sus.
I said it prior to the restart. The sense of urgency is about the
Tire smoke 7.
right there, Jamie.
I don't see any. I don't see any anymore. But oh, I see it. I think I see a tiny bit. But yeah, he had that contact with Syndic. So.
Wow, strong stop. When perhaps it may have mattered most if we don't get another caution. And a great restart too. You know, keep in mind he lined up in that outer lane, was able to clear Josh Berry, and then move to Justin Allgaier. That's a big move there.
That was a full checklist of stuff. Pit crew did their job. The adjustment on the car helped the car's handling, and the driver went after it to go take the lead.
I see how this works. I give the credit to the crew chief. Jeremy pays off the crew, and Brad immediately goes to the driver and says it was an unbelievable race.
Well, yeah.
That's why we're the driver.
We agree on the driver front. The driver had the responsibility of that.
It's a driver's creed. I win, we wreck, you guys fix it. And now keep in mind, Cedric is leading. Allgaier's fallen to second, but he's still in line for that Dash for Cash bonus. But right with him is Barry, who also is in line for the $100,000.
He's been reeling them in, running a little better in 1 and 2 than Allgaier. Interesting to see the momentum that Josh Berry can carry down into turn 1 and see if he can't make that pass happen.
Braxton also going for the big bonus today. He's 6th.
He's still in the hunt. He just hasn't shown that full strength that it's going to take to get by these two.
Perspective of this guy. You know, I mean, he comes into the year, and I don't know what the expectations were, but to come out on 8 races, have a win, perform at the level he has, and I think what's most impressive is the fact that he just gets better and better, including that runner-up finish at Darlington last week, as we know is one of the most difficult tracks to run.
Darlington was an impressive run, obviously winning Martinsville. As a short track guy, he did the perfect job there. Atlanta, what, a few weeks back, he had that arrow mistake, and then the splitter dug into the
Israeli soldiers are supposed to receive the same vest after a wave of recent stabbings have occurred in the country.
Darlington, Dover, he's up there.
Washington edition.
Brad, and we saw the background on Josh Berry. Met Dale Jr. online, wins a late model championship for him, and now driving some Xfinity races. But you've been in that seat. You drove for Dale Jr. You know what it's like to get the call from NASCAR's most popular driver, or at least he was at that time.
Oh, it's a big call for sure. You want to make the most of that opportunity. And I would say,
Maybe.
no doubt he's
Like
doing
ignorance
that. And
equals
I also want
bliss.
to give a shout out to his crew chief, Taylor Moyer. You know, he's dealing with different driver lineups throughout the year, some uncertainty. And he's got.
I can't believe we've been talking for 2 months. Yeah, 3 months now. Yeah, 3 months. I don't know if you joined before the season. Did you join before the season? I don't remember, honestly. I did a few streams before the season started. Were you in those? I know Austin was. I feel like you were, but I'm not sure.
When he won that big late model race at Martinsville a few years ago, he won $44,000. If he gets by Allgaier today, he could pick up $100,000.
It was a blast from the past with the throwback race from Darlington, as Martin Truex Jr. dominated the race and got the win. Now the best season ever heads to Dover with the series best.
The best season ever.
Monster Mile.
Dover is 1 mile high.
It really hasn't been. I mean, it's been a good season, but it hasn't been the best season. Joined when the Clash happened. Yeah, that was a week before. No, that was Tuesday. So that was like a few days before.
The wearer of the black hat. I'm not here to make friends or kiss babies. I am willing to trade
Cry me a river.
and more if need be.
See, the Clash, that was a damn shame. Because that was, like, such a good race, such a good finish. And then my stream cut out, like, with 2 laps to go. And nowadays, well, it was back then because I didn't have the Ethernet cables. It would just be, like, Wi-Fi would cut out. But it wouldn't actually cut out. So, like, if the stream ended, I couldn't just easily restart it like I just did. It would actually take, like, 10 minutes to restart. So...
You don't always set out to be a rock star.
It actually take, like,
But
10
when the
minutes to
spotlight
restart.
finds you, you become one anyway.
During the Spotlight sales event, get 0% financing for 72 months or $5,050 in total values on the 2021 Ram 1500.
Nobody builds 5G like Verizon builds 5G. Because we're the engineers who built the most reliable network in America. Thousands of smarter towers. With
Not dabbing somebody up is, like, rude.
spectrum for faster 5G speeds. And next generation servers with superior network reliability. Because the more you do with 5G, the more your network matters.
Bro, wait,
It's us.
don't
pushing
jump.
us.
I was wrong in what I said earlier, and I've now learned from my mistakes. I won't treat a friend like that again. Dab me up.
Hey. Aww.
For the NASCAR Xfinity Series, Austin Cindric continues.
Always remember to dap up a homie and need it.
Win of the year, and a teammate's going at it for second. You saw him there, Allgaier and Barry, and a big payday on the line for them. $100,000 goes to the Dash for Cash winner, and this is our final Dash for Cash event of the year. Got to give a lot of credit to Comcast, who's putting these lift zones in various
Remember when I didn't chat?
country.
You didn't? Fell asleep during the Daytona 500? I don't remember that. I remember I was really high. I was actually crossfaded at the end of that.
We hit 30 laps to go.
Yeah, I'm watching Allgaier. He's knifing through there as a veteran should. And with Barry, he's high, he's slow, he's moving around, he's trying to find something. And it's just neat to watch 2 different styles right now. And this is all with $100 grand on the line.
100 grand, that's a lot of money. And, I think that Josh Berry's just a little bit faster than Justin Allgaier. But I'll tell you what, who's loving this? Austin Cindric, our leader. He is driving away. Jamie, I think you have a little bit more on him.
He is. He's looking at his rearview like, all right, those guys battle it out. I'll continue to knock down my lap times. He's coming off his first finish of the year. He wrecked on the last lap last week. And he told me, I walked up into his hauler today. He was watching an onboard footage from last year at this track. He said, this is my favorite place. I love the elevation change, the intensity.
It was during stage 2. Oh, did you wake back up?
So guys, coming into this race, 50% of the battle was already won. He had a great attitude.
I agree, Jamie. That's what you have to do. I mean, he's got the confidence in himself as the current champion.
I'm gonna get so fucked up tonight. I'm taking shrooms. I might take 10 grams of shrooms. And these aren't no pussy shrooms either. I don't know, but I might.
He's doing it right now. This is what we call he's checking out. And he is going and running away from these boys.
Well, Cindric has enjoyed it because he's been so good here, never outside the top 10. And on that doubleheader weekend here in August,
I mean,
he was second and third.
the thing that makes me kind of hesitant about shrooms is I fucking hate the build-up. Because I don't, like, once I'm an hour and a half into the trip, I'm feeling pretty good. Because when I smoke, like, usually an hour and a half into the trip, that's when I smoke the weed. And then after that, I'm chilling. But, like, just up to that point, my stomach just feels so weird. And I don't like how it feels up to that point. So, that's, like I'm kind of thinking about not tripping, but, like, I mean, I'm going to trip either way, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take 10 grams. But I've been thinking about, like, maybe taking a break from tripping. You woke up during stage 3 with 50 to go? I mean, that was a long day. I don't blame you for taking a nap.
Second place, 28 to go, Josh Berry, and he is now in line to win 100 grand at Dover.
Yeah, the 17 staying high.
Dude, that whole Gregson Dash for Cash thing was so weird. Like, he won it, and then got DQ'd, so then he didn't win it. And then 2 days later, he won the appeal, so then he did win it. So it was weird. I wonder, like, because that's weird. Like, did you take the $100,000 away from the fucking dude who
second place.
Who, like, I don't even remember who it was who, like, won it after he got DQ'd, but did you take away the money from him after you fucking gave it to them? That'd be kind of shitty.
Cindric as he continues to pull away. Now, here's something to think about. Most of these guys up front have one set of tires left. Should we get a caution? And with 16
What's this
cars
link?
on the lead lap, you know, there could be a big decision coming if we do get another yellow flag today. There would be a huge question of which way to go. Which way would you go? Right now, from what we're seeing, new tires have been so good. It's a little bit different than our traditional total race. It's important, but today, for whatever reason, the track is not taking as much rubber and it's going to be very important.
Do you want to hang out with your friends?
Yeah, the fall off has been way more than expected, but then as far as the rubber buildup itself has been way less than expected.
If you ever want to see your dad again,
I'm holding Riley Hurts, Las Vegas.
don't think so.
One lap down in 18th and racing with Myatt Snyder, the last car on the lead lap in that 16th.
AJ, oh yeah, AJ won the day. Did they take away the $100,000 from him after he, like after Gregson won the appeal, he got the $100,000, but did they actually take the money from AJ? Like, that'd be really pretty shitty. Like, you can't give money to somebody and then take it away from them, you know? I mean, unless if they came back that they were, like, I mean, I understand that Gregson's DQ, yeah, you take away the money from him because he got DQ'd. But if you give money to somebody who didn't do anything wrong and then you just take it away, that's kind of wrong.
But he's on the same tire as Myatt Snyder as we go on board.
Actually, you don't get $100,000.
For his fourth top 5 finish in 5 races this year, among them a win on the road course at Daytona. The only Gibbs driver to win a race this year, that includes Martin Truex Jr., who drove this car at Atlanta.
That's something to think of, isn't it? And right behind him is teammate Harrison Burton. This is, you know, for Gibbs, this is a good way to compare the equipment as well. They got both their cars running right next to each other, and you know, I think that tells you where they're at right now in the moment.
It's pretty wild, though, for Gibbs. Another top 5 type effort today on a track. Yes, he ran the ARCA race yesterday, but again, a lot of these racetracks that he's going to, he's never been on before.
I have to do the Fox bet.
He's just like, oh yeah, simple, top 5 run.
Yeah, I think what blows me away the most is, like I was just saying, he's beating all his teammates.
Yep.
You know, that's really impressive to me. They've got a lot of cars over there, Gibbs, and good drivers, and to be beating all of them so early in his career is really a statement.
Now, I say he's the only Gibbs driver to win this year. Next week at Coda, Kyle Busch, the all-time wins leader, who's chasing 100 in his career, will be driving that 54 for the first time this season, so that could change next week. And given attaboys, J.J. Yaley, I mentioned his name earlier, running 14th, driving the 23 for Al Motorsports, and right behind him, Jeremy Clements. And, you know, Jeremy's done some great things, very much in position to make the playoffs. Brad, you talked about him prior to the race. First Pacific Funding has come on sponsoring that car. They have done a great job of going out and finding sponsors. Jeremy told me they just signed another new one this week. So you got to have the resources financially if you're going to be competitive, and they're doing it on both ends, getting sponsorship and making it pay off with speed.
Yeah, and that's the key right there. So you can get the sponsorship. Can you run well enough to keep it and to keep your team going from a business side? And it's just so solid and steady. Jeremy Clements.
Finished results.
Consistent top 15s week in and week
out.
He's got himself in a great place in the points accordingly. If he keeps this up, he's going to make the playoffs.
What do you have for us, Jamie?
Well, he's coming off his best finish of the year, a 5th, but I talked to him before this race, Adam. He reminded me they don't have any simulation like all these other teams out here preparing for each track, and he doesn't have a bunch of engineering. He only has 4 employees working on this team, so that just makes the results they're getting that much more impressive.
And Mark Setzer is the crew chief, and he has done an outstanding job of being fully vested and being able to focus on their efforts. So across the board, even though they don't have all the tools, they've got some key people in place, and I know Jeremy's really excited to have Mark on the pit box, and he's helped a lot this year. Guys, walk me through a lap as the leader in working through lap traffic. What do you want to know from your spotter? And what's the level of anxiety as the laps count down?
I always think of lap traffic and think of it like a game of Tetris, right? You're always trying to find a place where your car fits to get by it. You know those blocks are coming at you. Those lap cars are coming at you, right? You know you're faster. Just want to find the right place to fit. And it looks really easy if you're watching someone play the game. But I can promise you, when you're playing it, it's a lot harder.
Well, it's a little bit on the easier side, though, if your lead is over 3.5 seconds. So you have time to make your decisions. And then there's the lap cars that are 2 laps down, 3 laps down. Those are the ones that are going to be much slower. Then there's that guy that's still on the lead lap that wants to stay on the lead lap, and he's not going to help you at all. I think that's when you see a lot of beef, you know, like in the Cup Series, where it's like Logano was holding on as the last car to lead lap, where was it, Atlanta, earlier this year, and it really upset the leader's mojo and the leader's rhythm on the racetrack. And so it can change with whomever you catch and whoever's going to affect the lap time. You just got to anticipate. And like Brad said,
yeah, baby, when you say you will.
You know, speaking of catching fast cars, I think it's probably fair to say 11th through 15th are probably going to get caught and potentially be put a lap down. So they are not going to lay over for our leader Austin Cindric over these next 12 laps.
Yeah, Mike Snyder did get passed by Cindric, so he's a lap down now. In the free pass position, should we get a late caution? Next in line, you mentioned 14th and 15th, the guys we just talked about. Yaley and Clements are the next drivers that Cindric will see. And updating Josh Berry, his advantage over Allgaier in third is about a second as we close on 10 remaining.
Here comes second place, but hey, that second place car is carrying 100K from Xfinity right now. He's wheeling, he wants it.
Boy, you talk about big opportunity here for Josh Berry. I mean, I'm sure winning Martinsville was great and paid well, but $100 grand, woo! That's a big change from one of those late model races. You know, you win a big late model race and it pays 10, 20 grand. You know, this is a big moment for him.
It's cool to get those big fake checks too. You know, zeros on it, like Happy Gilmore style.
It's good in the office, right?
Yeah. Right.
And I'd love to see them pick up more sponsorship. And Dale Jr., Kelly Earnhardt, they always talk about it each week on social media. You need to jump on this kid's bandwagon. And because he missed the road course at Daytona earlier this year, not eligible for the championship, but you'd love to see him get some more opportunities down the road. And speaking of road courses and Josh missing races, he won't be running COTA next week. Miguel Paludo will be back behind the wheel of the
Miguel Paludo, that's cool.
Down in Daytona.
I haven't seen that dude in a long time. When was the last time he raced in NASCAR?
The registration, but if you get $100 grand, go rent a car, buddy. Go to COTA, go rent a car and get out there for the race. Cindric been on it since that final pit stop.
Yeah, they just
out
fast here, Kurt.
He raced Daytona this year.
Interesting because I didn't think
One of the trucks he hadn't raced since 2013.
Came out and it just took off for him. Maybe it was adjustment, maybe the track came to him where he figured something out in the car. I'm not sure, but I mean he is just, like you said, driving away. Almost a 5-second lead now.
Yeah, almost 5 seconds out front for Austin Cindric with 7 laps to go. And I don't know what he's thinking in the car, but one thing that would be on my mind, everybody be clean for at least another 6 laps so we don't have to make a decision on are we going to pit, go to overtime, another restart, and all that.
Absolutely, Adam. It reminds me of the last race for the championship last year at Phoenix when the yellow came out with just a handful to go. And that's every driver's nightmare when you're the leader, right? Like, please, just let this thing finish. Please, somebody don't wreck. But here he is again, catching the back.
Brad had a voice crack.
Putting the lap down here with J.J. Ewing.
Next car, nice. See the 0-2 of Brett Moffitt up there. A couple of speeding penalties today for Brett, who was trying to finish in the top 10 here at Dover for a second consecutive race. This is teammates for 5th.
Links galore.
A couple of different lines. See, bottom groove, high groove, and that'll give Harrison a huge run down the front. Let's matter how things will pan out. That's Harrison's girlfriend, and she's already got the chin wobble going on. Yeah, making her way too nervous. Oh my.
We've got Kim Camp. She went to Kim Camp to see how to act during the races, right?
I didn't even want to watch all that. I just skipped through it. So it made no sense.
Should be done very soon. And it's time for baseball. So if you tuned in for the A's and Twins, you can go over to FS2. And as soon as we are done here, the game will be on FS1. It's right after our race coverage concludes from Dover International Speedway. But if you want baseball, A's and Twins over on FS2, that's where we'll start the festivities.
Makes the pass. Makes the pass. Hopefully that got everybody calmed down a little bit.
Burton up to fifth. And there it is. How do they always find Kim Burton says the tweet, and I think we need to find her right now.
Yes, go to her now. That's not going to be happy.
These are teammates, mind you, with now 2 laps to go. Cindric doesn't want to see that kind of racing behind him. He doesn't want the caution.
No, I want the caution.
No, he wants to head right towards this white flag and work on getting the trophy.
Here comes Cindric through turns 3 and 4. And he'll see, though, this time, 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. He won the championship in 2020. Unbelievable start this season for Cindric. Great here at Dover. And he is going to deliver at the Monster Mile. Give the reigning champ the hat trick. Austin Cindric does it at Dover.
Yes, he did. And Josh Berry is going to collect the Xfinity Dash for Cash bonus. I'll tell you, Gibbs got back by Harrison Burton there at the end. I mean, this is great racing from this group today.
Third win of the year for Austin Cindric. Congratulations to he and crew chief Brian Wilson.
Fuck Cindric.
Tears in the eyes there for Brian, who worked so hard for that Xfinity program at Team Penske. And you said it, Kurt, Josh Berry wins the $100,000. He was a bank teller in high school, so he knows what to do with the cash. Congratulations.
We're so embarrassed. We overpaid for this used car. We don't even want to show our faces around here.
Yep.
Long used car site. Remember, if you don't see me, you're not seeing the most accurate price. Shop at Carfax. You won't have.
Well, the first half of that race was good.
All right, kids. Coast is clear.
I only saw, a quarter of the goodness.
Shop millions of great
Or I only saw half the goodness. So only a quarter of the race was good for me.
T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. And now we're America's most reliable 5G network. To celebrate, everyone can upgrade their experience with the free 5G upgrade. Trade in any working cell phone for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. And at T-Mobile, when you switch, get unlimited 5G for the same price as a limited plan with the other guy. The free 5G upgrade. Unlimited 5G and a free 5G phone. Only at T-Mobile.
It's over in Dover. And for Austin Cindric, it's win number 3 this season. Also got it done at Daytona to open the year. Victorious at Phoenix. That was the flat mile. This is the bank concrete in the first day. For Cindric, it's career win 11. And for Roger Penske, his teams have now won here 5 times. 4 different drivers delivering. Here's Regan Smith.
Austin Cindric, very emotional. Saluting the crowd. Get the checker flag, Austin. You guys were good all day long, but then at the end of that race, all of a sudden, this car just came to life. What did crew chief Brian Wilson do to this thing?
All right, y'all. I'm ending the stream. Thank you guys for watching.